Okay. Okay.
Okay. Do, do, do,
Oh.
do, 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 bum, 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 bum.
Hello?
Hello.
Got anybody coming in the chat room? Perhaps I should tweet.
Mayhaps you should. Mayhaps you should. Dun 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 dun.
Okay. Oh. I would love for the chat to be, like, visible.
I can just read the chat for you if you want.
I would like for it to. I don't want to. Fucking. Come on. Don't be a cuck. Alright. I can read chat from here too.
All right.
Yeah, just. There we go. Carbonated gem says hello. I believe that's carbonated. Yes.
Yes, it is.
I believe it was
Okay,
just
what did
the theme I was using. Nano!
I know,
Nano!
crewmates.
Yeah. So. The way. I want to say hello to my beautiful guest, Shaft.
Hi, I am the one known as Shaft. Yes, I am he.
I am here.
Like you say,
Now.
crewmate says
Not Santana, my dudes. My dude!
he didn't say hello, but hi there. Says Gem.
So, crewmates, today we are going to be talking about where's this universe? Because I don't know if you are aware, there's a whole season of this shit out now. Um, I made it. Shaft helped. Sunmellows helped.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know where they are.
it's purgatory.
Okay.
I just DM'd them to join us.
Me too.
But did you type join us in all caps?
No, I typed in I typed joining two G's.
You silly idiot. How Sunmellows?
Speak of the devil,
I got
Shunman.
that
Holy crap!
by
It's
both of these
Shunmellows.
motherfuckers in DMs. So now I'm here.
Are you still playing Fall Guys?
No, I finished my round. I lost, but it's okay.
That's fine. So today we're gonna just go through because I got some questions from a Google form. After that, if y'all have more questions in the chat, feel free. Let's start. I'm not going to show the actual questions themselves, just because I fear if I open my browser, I don't know how. I don't have any tabs open on it really. I just fear that it's gonna be porn somehow, and I'm not taking that risk with YouTube's TOS.
Yeah, good idea.
But I did get a notification on Twitter. Miley versus Comms retweeted my tweet. I can't believe they would do that.
We do love peer pressure. Nano.
He smells
I
like
have to
that.
abandon my mother.
So we the first question is one that's kind of like, okay, we're doing this now. It's a big one. What was your inspiration to Green versus Universe, since whole focus tell a story than other versus shows?
Asked by whom?
I don't know. These are
Oh,
all
wait, it's
anonymous. These
anonymous.
are all anonymous.
Fuck.
Just like gamers.
Yeah, just like Gamers Anonymous. Let's Play channel. Check it out. We're doing Kingdom Hearts. Me and Jim. Cave Story coming soon. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait. Oh my god, do I have to edit that one?
I can edit it.
No, I'll do it. I will do it.
Do we all want to edit Cave
I
Story?
haven't edited a Gamers Anonymous things yet.
Just don't take 3 months.
Okay.
Dab. All right, so
I'm out of my slump. We're good.
so the main inspiration for it was back in 2020. While I was in college, I started writing versus fights. I started writing like death battle scripts. Just like not officially, obviously, just kind of like a what if, Marvel's What If. And
Guys, what if?
the first one I did was Joker Giorno. It's okay. Most of my death battle scripts aren't that good, but eventually I took like a long break from them. Last one I made was like Bruno versus Satsuki, and I took a long break from them for about 2 months. I want to say in December of 2020, I was looking to start writing more, and I wanted to write death battle script for Yusuke, Urameshi versus Gon Freaks, Yu Yu, Hunter x Hunter, Takashi Green Boys, of course, and I started writing it, and I just kind of realized I was not having fun, because I think the premise of Death Battle is not very fun to write within the confines of. And I wanted to make my own series that would allow me to write these fights in a way where I could represent the characters in a way I wanted to, instead of having to deal with somebody else's rule set and having to deal with basically like the debate matter of it all, because I don't give a shit. Like that's like I dressed it up nice in the Joker Jordan anyway. I'm not a versus debater. I don't want to be. I don't want to be associated with them. I have nothing against them. I'm just not one. That doesn't mean I don't fucking hate it. I don't hate them. I hate it. That's like the biggest distinction I can make. And except for Phantom Falcon, she sucks. Sorry, Rena. Sorry, bestie. And the whole premise kind of came to me from there, and I started workshopping it, and I realized that I could be, instead of making this just a series where it was only like being given out to like 10 people, I could like make this an actual series and like have fully edited analysis. So I decided to test it, and I had a fully written Gone analysis for that Death Battle episode thing that I decided to like edit together as like a test, or like as just something that would be like, can I do this? And I did. And that's like, and then like it was like I guess like a psychological like thing where I'm like, oh, I can do this. Versus debaters more like smellies.
Hey, they said it, not us.
It was Nano.
Yeah, Nano said it, not us. I'm not looking at chat. I'm busy. Sorry.
And so basically just like and the whole thing like stemmed from there. And I don't know if I get a question about this. Let me look. No. It, and like the whole thing with it was I wanted to I think the whole thing actually was I wanted to talk about Hunter x Hunter.
That's based on.
And I just wanted to do it in a way that like I could fully represent the characters, but also
I see you in chat, Dapple. Fuck you.
and I wanted to do it, but here's the thing. Hunter x Hunter characters with Death Battle's rule set kind of goes against the purpose of a lot of the characters because with like numbers backing them up, it's more of like a matter of oh, Gon's like island I think was the thing, and not
Something
not a
like
matter
that.
of oh this is a power up that in the story is really fucked up, really powerful, and if Yusuke just no sells it, what's the fucking point of using it in the fight? And like to that point, I'm like, I want to do something more with this, and I want to do this also not with Gon and Yusuke now, because I feel like there's a better character in Hunter x Hunter that I can get across my rule set more with, and that was Kurapika, and that's like the whole reason why Kurapika is going, was going to be the first character, in the series ever, is because he is like, his analysis is like what I want an analysis to be in the series is like a pilot. That's like the Kurapika analysis is like the pilot of it. The Scar analysis is just like on the side as a thing that I needed to do to get to like a matchup with Kurapika. Not to say I dislike Scar. I definitely prefer Kurapika as a character over Scar because I prefer Hunter x Hunter over FMA. But it's not a matter of like Scar's a bad character. It's more of a matter of Scar is a character I have less to say about, and but I also needed a vehicle to explore Kurapika and Hunter x Hunter, and Scar was probably the best vehicle I can do it. And I don't mean to demean Scar FMA, of course. It's just like if you need a vehicle, I don't think a vehicle kind of gets like in like an allegorical term, it kind of gets like a bad rap. Uh, like a vehicle is just like a way to get from one place to another, and I don't know if you know this. Cars can be shitty. They can be fucking gold too, and Scar is a golden car. That's a song lyric. Ugh.
Scar's a
Real quick,
Lambo.
real quick. You had like a different idea for Kurapika, right?
Uh,
Before like deciding on
I
Scar.
definitely had like Scorpion was a matchup I like took interest in because of Kurapika. Like I like Kurapika, and I was like Scorpion has like a pretty similar backstory, and he's got the chains. I was like, so I did that for I liked that for a little bit, and then I realized, oh, Scar's just better on a thematic level for what I want to do with this. And then,
And probably Scar is probably more interesting because like Scorpion's kind of just like
because he's a Mortal
murder
Kombat
meat
character.
guy. Yeah.
There's one series you will probably never see on Versus Universe. It's Mortal Kombat.
Oh no, you hurt all the Mortal Kombat fans in the audience.
All two of
All-
them.
None of the. Do we have any Mortal Kombat fans? Show yourselves. Who are you guys?
I'll block you. Do it. No, yeah, I just
That was a joke, by the way. For legal
reasons
reasons.
that's a joke.
Mhm.
Next question. Sorry, that was a pretty long one because I have a lot to say about the origins of the
The
series.
concept.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of like Batman. I keep retelling my origin
Yeah.
story. So let me check. Okay, we Gucci. We Gucci. I only have like Mortal Kombat. What about Johnny Cage? Johnny Cage is the only good character in Mortal Kombat. I figured there'd be a response from either of you, but sure.
You can't hide the fact that you were thirsting over Was it Melina or Katana? I forget. It was one of them. You can't hide that fact, Gem.
Yeah, you straight up. Gem is horny for Melina, and it's public knowledge now. Thanks, Sun Melos.
You are a threat to society as a whole. Sorry. Sorry, Mom.
Melina's not a good character, nor is she attractive. Moving on. Second question.
Hi, I had to take a phone call. What did I miss?
I made fun of Gem for
we outed
Gem for liking
You know,
Melina.
Mortal Kombat
For
fan.
liking Melina.
Okay.
Not just liking for Melina, thirsting over
Thirsting.
Melina. But anyways, moving on.
Quenching her thirst for those sharp ass stalagmite teeth.
You know what? At least she owns it.
Yeah.
Alright.
What was the
Next question! Is there a way to make suggestions / requests for future episodes? No. And we got a lot of questions like this. Probably never will be. The way these work is that from the start, I plan all the episodes out in a season, and slowly but surely work my way through the season. Then I make another list of matchups for the next season, and then I go through that one. So all the episodes are started or picked even before this season wraps. So like hypothetically, if there were to be a third season, go ahead, I guess. Really, just like, I don't know. Like I'll see a matchup and be like, oh, and it'll be like,
Ooh.
and it doesn't have to be like through like a request. I'll just be like, yeah, I don't know, and I'll just be like, So it doesn't have to be like through request. I'll just like, if I like something, I'll make it. Like straight up, like you can suggest something to me, and I probably won't like it. But if I do like it, there's a chance. That's like it. But like specifically like a request forum, absolutely not. All the episodes for season 2 have already been pre-picked. Every matchup, all of them, and most of them right now are in the planning / scripting process. That or they're like a little bit farther ahead along in production. I have one of the fights fully written already for season 2. It'll probably be the second episode, and I really just have to buckle down and like finish. Well, first of all, I have all the episodes picked out. I don't have the order picked out. I'm kind of between 3 episodes for my the third episode, so trying to figure that out. But I know for sure. I mean, of course, you guys know what the premiere is going to be. I know what the premiere is going to be, and there is a very good reason it's going to be the premiere, because I'm putting a lot of work into it for reasons that I'll probably reveal now, soon, during this live stream. Yeah, that's my answer. No, because I picked them ahead of time. Question number 3. Track did you enjoy most making? I mean, like, I know I made it before the episode, but probably Yen and Rao was the most fun I've had making a track in a very long time. I can say I had a lot of like fun figuring out how to make the Invincible versus Gohan track, making it like more of like a kind of like just like a straight rock song. I would say like a lot of the Versus Universe songs are some of my stronger work too. It was fun to revisit the Virgil Hiei track because that's a song I wrote in January of 2020, and I remastered it for 2021, and then I remastered it for 2022. That's a story I've told before, I think.
You also put Bury the Light in it.
Yeah, because why not? What are the other ones? Travis Jack, of course. That was a while ago I wrote that one. I think like both the episodes that like, because Vader, Obito, Travis Jack are like both scores that came out around the same time. Because Travis Jack was like December, Obito Vader was like November or October of 2020. Yeah, and yeah, I guess my answer technically would be Ganon and Rouse track, Lords of the Sand. but I definitely enjoyed making them all. The one cursed the most was definitely Luck of the Law or Fuck of the Law. Because I had a whole idea. I was gonna make polka renditions of various Danganronpa 2 songs, and it turns out writing polka is fucking hard. So I stopped and I just made it like a straightforward versus track, kind of. It's still got like polka elements to it. It's got the accordion, but like writing polka, holy shit, holy fucking shit. Weird Al has so much goddamn respect for me now. He does polka renditions of like pop songs every single album he makes. That's so much work.
Pro gamer move, even.
I cannot believe that, man. So yeah, Lords of the Sand, and inversely, probably Luck of the Law, for reasons that do not pertain to the final product at all. How many episodes
That
will be in
would've been
season
very
2? 9, same as season 1. Maybe 10. There could be a bonus episode if I'm feeling like it, but episodes really just need the production time, and 9 episodes is a lot. Is a lot for one person to handle. So, or like 90 episodes is like a good amount for one person to handle. I should say it's not like a hard amount. It's just more like I don't think there's a question on it. Completely forgot what I was talking about because Jim just commented about the polka Weird Al songs.
Thanks, Mom.
But yeah, 9 episodes, season 2, maybe 10 if I'm feeling like it. But if it is 10, I like to have a rule. I don't even know if anybody noticed this. There are no repeat franchises per season of Versus Universe. So like when I used Karabika, I made a rule that I couldn't use any other Hunter x Hunter character. So I couldn't do like Meruem versus Cars because I would also use like a JoJo character. And I was already using Giorno, and I knew from the start that like Joker Giorno was going to be the finale of season 1.
Awesome.
Probably because like there's a question about it later, so I'll get to it then. But yeah, I always knew that like it was going to start with Karabika Scar, it was going to end with Joker Giorno, and I always knew the penultimate episode was going to be Virgil Hiei. But I didn't really know the in-between a whole lot, and it shifted around a little bit. Like, I think at one point Travis Jack was supposed to be episode 3, and I moved it around to be Ganon Rao. That sounds about right. No. I always wanted Travis Jack to be later on, because the way I was recently releasing it was, like, 1 per month, and I wanted to be sure to be able to play through No More Heroes 3 to make sure Travis was, like, up to date and all that good stuff. But I definitely remember moving around. I think Vader Obito moved around a lot. Milo Nagato didn't really move around. What was the other one? I guess it was really just Vader Obito.
Route. Oh, okay.
And I always knew that like Mark Gohan would be second because recency bias. And I just finished going through Invincible, the series, and I was like, this is good. I'm going to make the comic. And then I read the comic, and I've never been the same.
Next question.
Next question. Will OCs be in Versus Universe?
Yes, because every character ever made is an OC.
Technically, yes. I know what the question is getting at, and the answer to that is no. It would be silly for me to do that, especially when OCs don't have a lot of visual media. And let me tell you something, as somebody who edited the analysis on Mark Grayson, where 90% of it is comic book stuff, it's hard. It's hard to only make write an analysis and have your only like information to show be visual pictures. Like video is a lot easier and a lot more stable to edit around, and that's why I like working with like video game characters or like anime characters, because like they have like supplemental material that's like images. Like Virgil has the Devil May Cry 3 manga, and like Hiei is from the manga, but he also has an entire anime to work around, and like OVAs and
Video game.
And Jump Force.
And Jump Force.
Yeah.
The greatest game ever made.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just like a thing of like OC's probably never gonna happen. If it does happen, it's probably Jim commissioning an episode for like $400, and I'll just be like, I'll do it for you, Jim, for $400, no less.
Do it for Mother.
She's not my mom. She's Jem. Next question. Can I request a matchup? Already said this. No. Chef, I think this is your question. Why did you use red and blue for the color scheme for season 1? Sorry to out you.
No, it's fine. I submitted it like live to you,
Yeah.
like the other.
I know you don't have that kind of money, Jim. That's why I'm saying you'd have to pay me $400.
You're gatekeeping her.
Yes. Red and blue was really like a matter of I wanted to. I needed a color scheme, and I like was messing around and paint that, and I was like, "This isn't working. This isn't working. This isn't working." I didn't want to do green because green is the GM scores color, and I didn't want to like step on the toes of that whole thing. So instead,
Up on the toes of your own thing.
yeah, I did the other two colors that make up the main color wheel, red and blue. And also I took back red and blue from Cops, because fuck them. Cops. Gross.
Classic Sky.
Classic. That's a Sky classic. Futaba. Gross.
That's not a classic.
Cameron, no.
Cameron, I don't. Just stop.
Stop, please, no.
Please.
Don't do it.
What's the
Oh no.
what's the best episode I created in Versus Universe? Like, I don't know, Joker Giorno, I guess. It's kind of long.
Kind of long.
Kind of long.
I feel like my Joker Giorno is like the Versus equivalent to the fucking 8-hour Victorious video.
When you put it like that.
Yeah. Because it's based. Yeah, can I rank season 1 for Versus Universe? Of course. I would never step on anybody who wants to like rank or like give me constructive criticism, of course.
Cinema's reviews coming soon.
Sure. You're in half of them.
Yeah, don't worry about
Biased.
it.
Biased.
Bias.
The biased media side.
Oh, I have to shut down some people next. I'm so sorry. Next question. Will in Mr. Woof from The Bad Guys Fighting ?
What? Did this person like submit their own name?
No, like the Wolf guy from The Bad Guys, the new movie.
Oh. Fuck.
Short
Oh,
answer, nobody. I don't know where you got the idea he was gonna be in season, but no. Season was
Took a good look at
decided.
Ben 10. I was like, oh yeah, he can turn into a werewolf.
Season
Boom.
was decided in like February of this year. And besides, I would rather
Very far in advance.
yes. And like the thing that I'm not gonna, I don't like to say it in the episodes, but I'll say it like here, in like post-release stuff is like, I vastly prefer talking about characters that have completed stories over characters that are like have ongoing stories, which is why I probably won't use a One Piece character until the series ends. And yeah, that's really because I like having like being able to bookend an analysis with like the ending of a character, like. And the other reason it's not there for Kurapika is because we're nearing the end of a story anyway, and he's gonna die, like confirmed by Togashi. He's going to die in some way, probably during this upcoming arc, because that's his character is going in that natural direction. And for like Scar, like FMA is over. Mark and Gohan, their stories are basically over. And I'll be honest. Okay, I know Vegeta is in the trailer. But here's the thing. Over the years, I've grown to really fucking hate Super. So even like with the new like Gohan Blanco stupid shit, the most I was gonna give to Gohan in the fight is the Mystic form, and because that's like the cutoff point for Z, and it's so nice to be able to do this in a versus series where the rule set allows for this, so I don't have to go against the parts of the character I vehemently do not enjoy. Because if I was working on Death Battle, I would have to give Gohan the fucking stupid white form, and I would have straight up just grabbed a knife, slit my throat, and said goodbye to the world, because I don't want to do that. It's so nice to be able to just stop a character at a point in their story where it naturally ends, specifically Dragon Ball characters, and just, like, be able to take them in that context instead of the larger context of Dragon Ball as a whole, which I generally dislike nowadays. Like, everything post Battle of Gods, except for Broly, I pretty much do not like. Pretty much. There are definitely, like, highlights, but it's not, like, as good as Toriyama manga. It's never going to be anyway. Toriyama manga is like the best. It's one of the best mangas ever written. So, like, I don't know why I'm complaining about it. You can't humble the GOAT! Okay. Rant over.
Alright.
Had a bad credit card moment. That's a versus universe reference. Then one. This is not a question. This is just a matchup. Kinako, Kinako, versus Anne Boonchoi. What?
Okay.
What?
Okay. What?
What? That's a Joker Journal reference. What?
Okay.
Oh, across my arms.
Okay.
I guess to answer your question, no. There is no Kinako versus Anne Boonchoi in season 2. Because I don't know who fucking Kinako is.
Looking her up. This is a witch lady from something called Inazuma 11.
Get out of here with your weep shit.
Yeah.
First episode's fucking 2 American assholes. 4 American assholes.
8 American assholes.
Don't spoil it.
I feel like, okay, I'm sorry.
Remember, we're live. 10
shit,
people are
right.
watching. That's 10 more than my
Sorry.
graduation. What's the first matchup? Tenacious D versus Ninja Sex Party. It's in the trailer. It's at the end of Joker Torno. Revealed.
Like, Tenacious D's ass, very revealed.
I've had this birthmark since I was born. Looked it up in the dictionary. It's not in there. How do I come up with a scenario for every fight? It depends on the fight. Sometimes you want short and simple. Sometimes you want more intricate and involved. Like, I would say like a good quarter of Joker Giorno is them setting up the rest of the fight, because that's what it needed to be. But I also don't want to do like all set up, no fight. Omni-Man versus on later. So I just wanted.
Oh!
Joe!
So I wanted to like be sure that this thing was like well structured. Sometimes the setup is pretty simple. Like Gohan, Mark is just like they're fighting over a flash drive, superheroes. Sometimes setup is literally just they're assholes. So them meeting is the setup. Like Gan and Rao is just like, hey, fuck you. Then they fight.
They kiss at the end.
And
Yes.
they did kiss at the end, correct.
Mhm.
And
Watch it.
sometimes
Watch
it's just like there's natural conflict between the characters. Like Nagito Milo is like, of course Nagito would see Milo's bad luck as inherently like full of despair, so he would try to end it in the name of hope. And that's where the whole like writing idea narratively comes in of like Nagito accepting Milo as the ultimate hope instead of Makoto, which fuck Makoto. Fuck him. Fuck him.
No, I love Makoto.
You're
No.
an NPC.
Fuck.
No.
So yeah, it really just depends on the matchup. I will say I care more about the setups in some matchups than others, like Joko Jorno, because I've read a lot of Joko Jorno fights and a lot of them don't characterize Persona 5 very well. I did not say Omni-Man versus Bardock, although that's a matchup I don't particularly like either. That's a whole another thing, though. I don't really want to get into it.
I will though. Okay. There you go. That was my long rant.
Thank you. Yeah, it just depends. Like, one of the fun things for one of the episodes, Minoth versus Lushu, is literally just like Lushu like showing up in fucking Xenoblade world, just cause that's a Kingdom Hearts
Yeah,
thing
just
to do.
'cause.
Just cause.
He feels like he feels like he needs to kill him.
Yeah, because that's what his heart is guiding him to do. Because his heart is his guiding key.
Your heart.
May your heart be
Nonsense.
your guiding key.
See, they get it. It's a thing. So, I guess shorthand, Kurapika Scar, I wanted to have a reference to the eyes that Kurapika was collecting, and Scar holding onto the eyes because they had immense power that Father was trying to get for his YA Transmutation Circle worked well, because Nen and like Alchemy have like similar kind of like things, so I wanted to add that as like a crossover aspect. Mark Gohan was really just like a matter of I need to get them to fight, and this is a good way to do it, because getting superheroes to fight is a little hard writing wise, narratively, so I just did it that way. Ganon and Rao was just like a matter of Ganon would see Rao as a threat, Rao would not back down from a fight, so Ganon would taunt him until they eventually fought. Nagito Milo, I explained. Minoth Lucio, I explained. Vader Obito was a little bit more involved because I had a grand idea of like this whole like the whole of the ninja planet being like separate in a galaxy, separate from, not separate from, but like included in the Star Wars world, and have that be like the fanfic crossover aspect of it be like, oh yeah, Naruto is happening in Star Wars world, it's just disconnected. What the fuck just happened?
Chef sneeze.
Thank you.
But yeah, just having it all be connected to Star Wars world, just going off in its own little corner, because Star Wars is a big fucking world, a lot of little stories going on. Why can't Naruto be one of the stories? So, and Travis Jack was always like a matter of like, I wanted to have it be like an actual crossover in universe between the two main factions that were like getting people to kill each other. So I did. Virgil Hiei was always just gonna be like, they meet, they fight, and this Virgil Hiei was a lot more about character interactions than it was about like getting the scenario right. And Joko Giorno, I explained that I wanted to just represent Persona 5 in the best possible way I could, and to do it effectively and accurately is fucking hard to do with getting Joker to fight somebody who is not aware of the metaverse.
Yes. Han, I want to jump in real quick. The justification for Jotaro not being there was like a family emergency thing. Was that the Florida incident? Or
Yes,
is that-
it's implied.
Aha!
It's implied a
smart.
little bit, but yeah, the whole thing is like, the fight takes place around the same time Part 6 starts.
Awesome.
Yes. Which I think, timeline-wise, Persona 5 happens in 2016, Stone Ocean happens in 2012. Don't worry too much about it. Again, it's a crossover.
Say it
We're
happens
fudging the
later
timeline
on,
a
yeah.
little bit.
No. Persona 5 takes place in 20XX. Silly.
You cocksucker. Yes, so that's the scenario for every fight. And I'm going to continue to do it the same way I'm doing it for this way in Season 2. Let me just say that the fucking setup for D versus NSP is a lot. It's a lot. and I'm really excited to share it with you all in like December when it comes out. I don't know. That's another thing I need to explain later on the releasing. Um, Next question. Why do they call it oven when you oven the cold food out hot,
Okay.
eat the food? Don't know. John! How can I become part of projects as a voice actor? As an voice actor? Send me an audition. My Twitter DMs are open. Don't. If you're gonna send me an audition, also don't like preface by saying hi. Just send me the audition. While Joker versus Jorno was going on, Jotaro was literally like meeting Jolene, and the Manhattan transfer fight is like taking place at the same time. It's not a man like Poochie is doing his shit, but it's not like he's resetting the universe then.
That's not for a few months.
Yeah.
Yep.
God, read part 6, you stupid baby.
I
The
know your
versus
audience.
universe, extended
No, I'm
universe,
sorry.
The extended versus universe, cinematic universe. It's coming together.
The VSUCU.
You're right.
Ooh, I hate that.
I'm gonna write a big old doc about the timeline of Versus Universe.
Let me tell you, it'll be hard.
Yeah,
Like
I'll make it work.
literally, like I always like in my mind, I figure the fights are like in their own like pocket dimensions. Like Gan and Rao is like in like a little desert to the side of like Gerudo Valley maybe, and like Rao's just kind of like there, like boop, I'm Rao, I'm gonna die in a few days. And like Nagato Milo is just in Japan, and so's Joker Giorno technically.
They could be taking place at the same time.
No, I don't think so. I think Nagato Milo happens like in like 2018, 2019.
Oh,
A few years
It's after Poochie does
a few
his
years
thing.
after Joker Giorno takes place technically. Minato Lushu fully happens in a fictionalized country that eventually, spoilers, is gone, like falls.
like the guys.
Oh my god. Vader Obito
God.
literally just takes place in Naruto world. Travis Jack.
As you all know, Star Wars takes place a long time ago, though, so it's in the past.
What? No.
Okay.
What was the next one? Oh yeah. Really loved the show and thought the concept was great. So I was wondering, would you maybe try to get animators? I think that would be cool.
Okay.
No. Next question. No, I don't think I'll ever like the most this will ever get to is animatics. And that's like I'm barely gonna cover that. I like that this is like kind of like a table read kind of dynamic with the fights. It makes it a lot more interesting to me than just like another thing where the animation is there, and it gives me way more freedom than if there was an animation. Because I know for a fact that like Sun Mellows, if you try to animate, like, could you animate Joker Jono if you tried?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
No.
If I really try.
Yeah, it would take a
But the
while. Is my
question I
point.
wanna try.
Like time that I do not have, nor do I want to have. I would rather just release the episodes with the table read aesthetic to it, and I think that makes it a lot more interesting and unique than a lot of other shows that are just like the characters fight in an animation. We got a separate animator from the researcher, and even though the researcher was the writer, some things often get lost in translation. So a lot of the times the animator has to like pick up slack, or the writer is a lot very overbearing with the animation, and that kind of like makes it worse. Especially when there are multiple animators per animation, a lot of things can be lost in translation that way, and it takes a lot of coordination and back and forth that I just do not have the time to do with the work I want to do with the series. So it's a lot easier and simpler to just like send voice actors a script, be like, okay, everything like italics is just like stage directions, there'll be a narrator, and you're going to be playing one of the two characters. Just go for it. Here's a couple references to like what the character sounds like in the dub or like in the game, and here you go. And most of the time, I'm working with like voice actors that I know personally and I trust, like Sun Mellows, like Shaft, like Red Runner, like Flip. Um, so that's not a huge issue anyway. Do I research alone or with other people? Depends on what research, really, because most of the research is just like watching. Like, technically, Shaft. Like, I read through all of Invincible, and technically Shaft has too. So I guess we researched him together, but you didn't like write the episode with me.
Nope.
Yeah. So I've never like said to somebody, "Hey, get everything on this character for me and send me like an analysis of them," because I'd rather just do it myself. Like I think like a thing with the series that I don't think a lot of people realize is that a lot of it is just done by me. A lot of it, almost all of it. Yeah, I write, produce, edit, do all the scores, write all the fights, all that good stuff. So yeah, a lot of it's just like all me, and to have somebody else like research a character kind of takes away from like the personal aspect of the show, because a lot of it is really, it's my personal touch. And only recently I've like started to branch out with Shaft and some of those editing portions of it, because they like I trust them to capture my writing in a way that enhances it. Fucking deep frying Futaba's gross. And the fucking CinemaSins thing. That was solely there because I trusted Shaft as an editor to do that justice, and he did.
There was also the one bass boost in Vader Obito, but I forgot what that was.
Oh, that was I called Kagi a bitch.
Oh yeah. That wasn't even bass boost. I just upped the volume on it. And was like, yeah, that sounds
Bitch.
right.
I think my personal favorite edits is the explanation of DMC4.
Yeah, it's fucking the Nemesis Bloodreich music. That one's good. That was great too.
Bueno.
This next question: would you rather have an A army of penguin or A army of crab?
I had a fucking panic attack. Right there.
What?
I had a panic attack when you said,
That's
"Would
not
you
my
rather?"
No, no.
This is a gem question. A gem coded
okay.
question.
Crab, because they scare me more, and they would scare my opponents more too.
Haha.
Why did you decide to make Joker versus Jorno for your finale of your seasons, or your first season? It's my favorite matchup.
It has
That's
two things of peak fiction in it. Why wouldn't you?
Mhm.
Yeah, because for one, I wanted to have Joker, one of my favorite characters ever, in a Versus Universe episode. And Jorno's my favorite JoJo. The matchup is popular. I'm gonna make it over an hour long because I know myself. Why not combine two peak fictions to make my own peak fiction?
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. Also, because I knew it would be the longest episode of the season. Can you imagine, like, Minoth Lushu, like, going into fucking Joker Jorno and the next episode's Travis Jack? No. No. It's special. To me.
Maybe.
How did I make Joker vs. Jorno so long? I wrote a lot of words. Actually, let me get the word count on that bitch.
Oh no, hold on, wait. Someone replied to me on Twitter real quick, and I need to ratio them.
Do it.
Actually, will help.
Do it.
No, because you know the one friend I have, someone completely unrelated to that group replied, "This feels like the setup to a These Nuts type job." So I need to do it to him. I need to do it to him.
Let me just. Very curious.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, Pete. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Joker Jorno is
Oh,
12,000.
it's not cool.
Joker Jorno was 12,453 words long, 44 pages on Google Docs. So that's how. I just realized I had it opened in
Baby.
another tab. Shit.
Passion, just like Passione. Ah.
Just like Kingdom Hearts 2's opening theme. How do you get people Nemesis and Red Runner? They're my friends.
It's almost like Sky knows who they are.
Well, I asked Nemesis like a while ago. Be like, hey, I feel like you'd be a good fit for this surfer dude I want to put in a versus fight. And I knew he like did other people's series before, and I was like, I feel like he'd be cool with doing this. I'm like, would you? And he was like, yeah, sure. And then he did, and it's great.
We killed each other.
Oh, and Sleepyhead.
Morning, sleepyhead. Is there a way to request mashups? No. If not, will one be considered into for the future? No. If you decided to remove Daredevil versus Toph, that's a scrapped episode from season 1, when you decided to shorten it to 9 episodes, is one of the reasons difficulty with finding Toph's voice actress? Yes. Turns out, not a whole lot of people in Versus are assigned female at birth. And I wanted to first and foremost have people from the community voice characters, and it's hard finding a cis woman.
Muy difícil.
It's fucking hard, guys.
Cis women are rare in this community, let me tell
They
you.
are. I know tons of trans girls who I like kind of need like a cis woman to voice a cis woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why. If
Maybe someday.
like it'd be great if like somebody I've asked before if somebody like knew anybody, but nobody got back to me. So like,
Oh
I'm not bitter about it or anything.
no.
I totally didn't want to make that a cool episode.
Maybe someday.
Okay. Like Bigfoot minus the feet? What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Jam, you're high. Did Versus Universe matchups needed to have scores first and then they can have episode? Or every matchups are allowed in Versus Universe, even if that was not a matchups that already have commissions scores? I think this person is confusing me for Brandon yet again. Short answer, no. If you just look at the dates on some of the scores releasing, you'll see that some of them were posted months in advance, and some of them were posted weeks in advance. And that's because some of them were decided after I made the scores for them, and some of them weren't. Stapple Zapple a woman Sun Mellows.
No.
Fuck you, Dapple Zap. Next question, last question. Will we get female voice actors in Versus Universe in case a character need one? Examples: Luffy and Ryuko.
What?
Yeah. I don't know if I'd get a female voice actor for Luffy, but like, yeah. If I'm using a girl, I want a girl to voice them.
Duh.
Idiot.
Dude.
Yeah. That's it. That's every question.
Oh, I think they specified Luffy because like every time Luffy has been voiced by like a female voice actor, both dub and sub.
What if I don't?
That's what they said.
Okay.
Huh?
Starters, I would never use Luffy. I hate One Piece. 2, I hate women. They're never allowed in my show. That's why Gem totally doesn't have art in season 1 that I used of it. That's why Sun Mellows is there all the time.
No.
Really on a serious note, I want to show everybody. I'm just grabbing a guitar. Don't worry. I want to show everybody why Tenacious D versus Ninja Sex Party is going to be the premiere. I'm thinking about how to do this. So, let me just open this folder. I am. They can't hear you. I muted you.
Oh no.
No, they can't.
No.
No, they can't. So this is hold on, let me just get a window capture.
Bum 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 bum.
Where is it?
Be who you want to be.
The hell? Oh, it's not here. That's a shame. I can't show the video portion of this, but this is part of the reason why this is gonna take so long. And I'm going to play it for you now. Please enjoy a cover of Ninja Sex Party's Attitude City.
Yo, that was a good. Yo.
What's up, baby? You're a very sexy lady. What's you looking like you're doing in a hood like this? Your life's in danger, every enemy's a stranger. Looking for you, I hold this town with my iron fist. Take my sunglasses for proof that I kick some asses. Know my classes, you get schooled and now you know the deal. Everyone here has a black belt in amazing, and the flowers from the university are fucking keeping it real. That's how we're living. Welcome to Attitude City. No fucks are given. We're going Attitude City. You made the right decision. Your goal was to learn how to rock. It's a pack as I walk through my life as the baddest fucking dude on the block. Every morning I wake up before the dawn and run half a mile in 47 minutes flat. This shit gets crazy. I water my grandma's daisies and sit down with them for biscuits and have a nice chat. Fuck yeah! Then I maintain this insane body with weight training. They can take me for 5 pounds up on that barbell rack. Just ask my mother, I am one to fucking fuck her. And if I have scary dreams, I can't just go to sleep between her and dad. No one can faze me when I'm in Attitude City. This shit gets crazy. Daily in Attitude City. My rock is fucking tasty. Here comes some tough guys from the town trying to steal my crown. I'll take on your real bitch ass gang. Now let's throw the fuck down. Ninja Brian, can you lay down a sick flute solo for me? Thank you. Oh, what a lovely spring day for you to visit our city. Here are some tasty gumdrops and rainbow-colored lollipops. Do come again with your thugs, but only if you like bro hugs. Here's my wallet. Have a nice day. What's right? We are the masters of fucking Attitude City. Sorry, I don't know why we said fuck there. Oh, fuck! Sorry again. So I am making covers for 18 total songs for both Tenacious D and Ninja Sex Party. That was one of them. That's 1 out of 18. And that's why this is going to be a premiere. Because I'm making a whole entire cover album around it. So far, I've done like 6. A lot of work needs to be done before this can be released. And also, I want to do a thing where I can release this season. What I want to do is I want to release in batches. I want to be able to release in 3-episode batches. So episodes 1, 2, and 3 would release in around 4 weeks. 4, 5, 6, 4 weeks. 79, 4 weeks. To do that, I want to have the episodes ready for those blocks. So it's going to take longer production time, but you'll get the content in a more streamlined way. And of course, we'll be working on all the episodes together in the meantime, but I want these episodes to be ready soon. And by soon, I mean before the end of the year. So hopefully I'll be able to finish this cover album, and these episodes within the time. As I said before, I've already written episodes 2's fight. Started writing and editing the analysis for episode 2 already, or what are the analysis for episode 2, and yeah, I'm really excited to share this project again with you. Thanks for watching season 1. Season 2, I'm aiming to make it even bigger, even better, and even more gay. So like red and blue, those aren't gay. These fucking colors right here, fucking orange and teal bullshit, that's gay as fuck, dude. Anyway, thanks for watching this live stream Q&A. Again, anybody that wants to like review or rank these episodes for season 1, please go ahead. I fully welcome criticism in ranking and getting my dick sucked. So